I was wondering if you were going to get ahead of that.
No,
guys! Please! My performance was a sermon. I'm the priest. Play on. Yeah. Advantage. If you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly one.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shad Pete Save the World podcast, just the podcast version of the live show that everyone already thought was a podcast. My name is Peter James, and joining me as always, the Shad to my Pete, it's little Shad Wicker.
Hello,
Shad.
Peter.
Can you please just hurry the fuck up and introduce our guest, because he's about to drop some incredible inside knowledge on the Australian entertainment industry.
Okay, well, our guest... Fuck, all right, we're right into it.
Hurry up.
Our guest,
I don't want him to forget what it's about.
Our guest this week is our first ever return guest to the podcast.
Wow.
Is that because scheduling has been a nightmare to kick off 2025 and he lives near us? No! It's because we absolutely love
him.
Is it because his management recently ran off with all of his cash and it'd be nice just to check in on his mental health? No.
No.
No, it's
not at all.
It's because we
He's
really
our
like
mate,
his company.
and we fucking love him. And we love him off the stage, and we love him on the stage. We love him in the studio. We love him
And in the
over
stage.
text. We love him as a concept. We love him in practice. It's the wonderful Ben Hunter. Hello, Ben Hunter. That's
so
Ben
much.
clapping there.
Someone had to clap.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming and donating your time again. Now, you were saying to us before we started recording that you are going to make a big feature film.
Got a big idea.
What's happening? What's going on?
I'd love to. I mean, maybe this is a problem because there's problems all over.
You want to bounce a creative idea off a couple of creatives.
Yeah.
And we're creatives.
We are creatives.
Would you like to hear the CV before you tell us, or do you just trust that we've been around? We've
I'd
done
like-
some things. Don't worry about us.
I think you guys should maybe go back and forth from your most impressive thing on your CV to your, and then keep working, and we'll just sort of, you have a draft pick of exciting things that you've done.
Okay, who gets the first
So
pick?
pick one, Peter James.
I'm happy to concede
You're on the clock.
The first pick.
Brag draft.
Brag draft.
Brag draft.
Stumbled upon a compliment to my comedy on Reddit yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Ah.
What was the compliment?
Okay.
Peter James frequents Good Chat Comedy Club, and
It's gotta be more than that.
He makes me cry laughing every time.
Really?
Wow.
Yes,
What
and
were
I
you-
wasn't. This is what I was looking up. I was looking up Good Chat Comedy Club to see what had been posted about it on Reddit, and then I was looking in the replies to a post, and whose name? Well, I've sort of given away
Spoiler.
the story, but it was me. I was in there.
You should put this bit up before and edit.
Yes,
The thing where you say your name after.
you do edit Shad, so you can do that.
I do it.
So that's my first pick. That's the most recent. That's my peak. Is a stranger on Reddit said a nice thing about me 8 months ago, and I've just discovered it.
Wow.
Your
And
pick.
Shad Wicker is on the board.
Da-da-da.
Oh, I feel so put on the spot because the only thing I can think of is what we both did together in the world of film.
Well, you can take that off the board for him, and then that's yours. And
Well,
then,
we both had a single line. Well, you had two.
I had 2 lines. In the disabled toilets
We were in a television commercial. I believe
Bang.
you've heard of the medium.
yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
some big
Madmen.
companies come knocking on our
You're
door,
damn
and when
right.
they knock, who has the key? Seriously, where the fuck do we
Yeah,
put the
we're
key?
trying to open it up and let them in.
Oh
We
shit,
need
it's
the
just
money.
latch. We don't need the key.
Okay,
Hello.
it's okay. Oh, we've still got that chain thing attached.
Thank
though,
you
so
so
they're only
much for
peeking.
having us, Australia.
And this brand that it is, they would enjoy the, talking about drafts and stuff like. I don't know.
They
If that's,
100%
are you allowed
would,
to say
so
that?
I don't know if we can.
It's sort of.
It's the military.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Quentin
sort of the biggest.
Tarantino, heard of him? Yeah. Well,
So
so would
yeah.
other people at this place.
Those are our 2 sort of bigger compliments, and that is getting a small budget TV commercial and getting a compliment on the internet. So what have you got going on now that you know that we are deep
Wow.
embedded within the Australian entertainment industry? What is your big creative idea that you'd like to spitball?
I've got this comedy special that I recorded.
Okay, I don't see it really working yet. So if we
Yeah.
just move on with the
Probably
podcast.
No,
Problems.
guys!
Hey,
Don't make me pull
I
up the
want- no.
ABC article. Don't.
oh, what's the ABC article?
Oh, about
The allegations.
about the troubles.
Just an article about a comic that knows the alphabet. First comedian
I'm
in the
very
world.
jealous. I've got this comedy special. I want to put together a big launch. I want to put on a screening for it, essentially.
Okay.
But how do we do it differently? I'd like to do a cinema screening, but it's just of the reels from the special. So you go along, the cinema curtains are there, and then they open just to there.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I like that.
And then we just watch some reels, really.
Will they have a?
I do. I do. I'm all the way in.
Yeah.
I'm all the way in on this. As an
Will
idea. I
they
do like
have
this.
a video game highlight playing underneath the reel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. We'll do a lot of mucking
Great.
around with it. I'm thinking about like people can come along and then for a bit of extra cash, you can like submit a reel that you like that you'd
Oh,
like to
that's
play
good.
on
And
the
it'll
screen
fit
and
in
stuff
there.
like that. It'll
yeah.
fit in. We could have little cutaways of like receiving text messages and stuff.
Yeah,
or like
great.
your support act for the special
Yes.
screen is like 5 funny reels that have
Yep.
been submitted,
Exactly.
and then maybe every now and then you go to the like featured page and
Yeah.
see sort of what sort of hot
Pretty much just hot tits.
chicks
and-
are out
Ideally,
there.
hot tits.
Yeah.
Have you
If anyone's got any
noticed-
hot
Hot
tits to
tits,
send,
Hot boob.
Actually, quick question. I know we've
That's what
talked.
you're really looking up on Reddit, wasn't it?
I know we've
hot
talked about.
boob, and
Hot
found,
boob
stumbled
at
into
good-
Peter James.
Hot boob at Good Chat Comedy Club. Well, Peter James is pretty good.
I looked up hot boob and I really liked it, and then I looked up hot boob ×2
Whoa.
just to get both.
It's too much.
No,
for
I
me.
know we've talked about filthy nasty shit on Instagram featured, but I was just wondering. I've noticed something. Do you notice that your like explore page at a certain hour changes to more filth? Or
Not especially.
because I've noticed if I'm like laying, it's like almost like the fucking gimbal in my phone knows that I'm laying down and I'm
Oh,
horizontal.
like the beer app.
So-
You know the beer app where you tilt the beer and then the beer goes out.
I mean,
Download
not like that at all.
Download that now. I want to see that.
Well, I
You
don't
don't
have
remember
it.
this?
You don't remember the beer
When you
app?
could pretend to drink a
You
beer.
could
like-
pretend to drink a beer, and then the beer would it would look like a full beer there, and then it would the more you tilt it, then it would be empty.
Oh,
That's the sort of technology I think Pete
Yeah.
is suggesting that Instagram might be implementing to know when he's lying down. and
So
when he's
that
not.
sort of thing, but it's like they know I'm in bed, they know it's nighttime, and they know I'm vulnerable.
I know you've been touching it. a
Well, I've
bit
already.
Like these are
Most
these
of
are
the time,
smart guys.
most of the
you
time
know?
I've already touched it. I have a whole day to myself. Generally, that
I mean, that's the first thing on my explore page. If that's
a mango with a
A
woman's
mango.
face.
it's got
Yes.
a mango and a
Camera,
face, and then
mango.
the next one is the CEO of Roblox. So
And his name is what?
Robert
Locks.
So I mean, I don't know if this is a unique to me experience because it's like they know that at like 10:30, I'm scrolling and it goes, you know,
They probably do know.
bikini clad. There's a lot of. It's fucking disgusting, but a lot of breastfeeding comes up for me at about 10:30.
Really?
Yes. But it's like I'm scrolling reels and then I just go, whoa! And it's just like
Sometimes-
milk being squirted in a baby's face. And I go, fuck, like
Oh,
I really don't.
Okay.
Like they're just
Actual
going,
breastfeeding.
no, like it's like breastfeeding tutorials almost. And I make a real effort to get out of there
Really.
as quickly as I can. And I take like 2 quick screenshots, but then I'm off. Like I'm moved. Like I'm not lingering. I'm just taking screenshots. I'm zooming. I'm screenshotting the zoom.
Sometimes I listen to this podcast. And
No, you don't. You
I do.
fucking lie.
I do.
You're lying.
I do.
You're absolutely
I do.
lying.
I do. And I'm just amazed at some of the things that you guys admit. I'm like, you guys don't have to say everything you think. Like,
What do you reckon? What have we admitted? I mean, that's
Well, I
pretty
think
fucking
it's-
I think-
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to say that the Instagram is a filthy platform. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
You know, once
And
when I
people
was-
sneak filthy content on under the guise of education. That's what seems to be
Oh.
happening. It's
So
like,
what you're saying on this podcast is that you find the act of breastfeeding sexual.
in the context of which is being shared on Instagram. Yes, yes, I do.
well saved.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, it's hot in here.
really
It's
warm.
Really,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
aircon seems to have kicked
Wow.
us straight into warm.
Yeah.
But I think it is important to be, because when we do our live shows, of which you were on our most recent live show, and might I say, I know we said this backstage to you, Ben, but you were just absolutely.
Oh, it was a real.
You were
it's
just
always,
absolutely
it's always a joy.
fantastic.
It's always a
You
joy.
always deliver. It was
And
like Sunday and you were the fucking mailman, mate. You fucking bring it.
Pleasure always,
and-
chore never.
Thank you so much.
Did
but
you
you're
say
incredible.
It's like Sunday and you were the mailman? Is that what you said?
The mail doesn't come
The
on
mail
Sundays.
doesn't come on a Sunday. You're kind of saying. You
So I
didn't
don't.
deliver.
I stayed home.
Yeah, like he's just sitting at home. He doesn't really do anything.
Well, you fucking read into it however you want, man. But I'm just saying, thanks very much for coming down.
You should have said that my performance was a sermon. I'm the priest, and it was a Sunday.
If you wanted to use the Sunday analogy, yeah, he was the priest.
Does-
And he touched us all.
Does church have a
In such
mailbox?
great performance.
Anyway, the point is, thank you very much for coming down. But what I'm saying is, us being vulnerable and confessionary
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
doesn't feel like a word
Yeah, but it does.
on
link
this
to the priest
podcast.
thing.
It's kind of the
That's
closest thing you get to mail.
Is that's what we expect of our audience at our live shows.
We're all about being authentic.
Yeah.
And so
you guys are
it
authentic.
it seems only fair to deliver that on our end
Yeah,
to
I
keep up
suppose.
our end of
No,
the
fair
bargain.
enough.
So yeah, maybe I don't love all the things I say. In fact, I can't think of a single thing I've liked the entire time that I've said on this podcast since we started it. I'm hoping to have my first funny or interesting line today. But in the past, it's
I'll
sort of-
hold it out for you.
It's real trial and error.
Funny and
on
interesting,
my
hey?
end. Yeah, so we'll see what happens today.
So your belief is that when you lie down, Instagram knows that you're feeling a bit horny, so it goes, let's give him some breast
Which is
milk
fucking
videos."
weird because I wank standing up. Like I don't know
yeah,
what
they've got it
they're.
totally
Yeah.
I don't know what
topsy-turvy.
they're seeing.
Yeah, laying down's for sleeping, standing is for wanking.
Standing is for wanking, laying down is for sleeping, and being
What's diagonal then?
for sleep wank.
paragliding.
yeah.
Yeah, legs hanging out.
Yeah.
So you're gonna do your
Paragliding.
big reels.
Yeah, I want to do a big
experience.
reels.
And when do you
screening.
think this reels cinema experience can happen? And how does it work legitimately? Like, do you just hook it up to like a USB?
Well,
like, are you just there, or
I
is it
spent
all
a bit of
queued
last
up?
week calling some cinemas and stuff,
Oh, you
and you got
fucking
to.
did
I
it. Did you really?
100%.
You can hire out the Newmarket.
Yeah,
cinema.
exactly.
But can you just do that?
No, you've got to like convert it to a certain thing, and it won't be a live feed from a phone. It'll be like a
Edited
and everything.
planned.
Yeah, but it'll be fun to make it seem like I'm really scrolling and stuff. Because I was at Woodford Folk Festival, and then they had these big screens near the big stage that were showing what was the performance on stage, and I thought it could be quite funny if you had like a celebrity guest, and then it's like sort of an hour show where they just sort of scroll and you just get to see what's on their For You page.
Okay.
What are you going to call it?
Really
Really
good special, maybe.
Good.
Maybe the world's first Instagram Reels cinema screening.
What's the acronym for that?
Bad, but yeah, TWF. Something. Put it that way, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Do you have any real prospects of this happening, or is this more just a pipe dream at this point?
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Oh,
Mark my words.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, first couple of weeks of March, I reckon, before
We heard it here first. What a scoop.
everything sort of kicks off is the goal.
huge.
This is a bit of a scoop.
I'm fucking excited.
Huge scoop.
So
Finally,
yeah, but
finally someone comes on here with something real to give us.
but
Yeah. It would have heard it anyway, but that's good to get
No,
the
but good to-
microphone at the table.
But Brody and I are making a little documentary series of actually planning and putting together this event, and that's going to be on Reels as well.
God, everything's fucking content. The content about putting on the content. Now there'll be a documentary about the making of the documentary. Fucking hell.
Hope so.
That exists.
I'm keen to see what that's
It's called Behind the Scenes, mate. Look it up.
you're right.
behind the scenes so it's behind the scenes of the behind the scenes.
At a certain point,
What point
it's
are
just the
at
scenes.
some point you're in front of the
Yeah, at some point you are the scenes. The scenes are you.
Yeah, right.
It's
That's
good,
nice.
good to be seen.
It's great to have you back on the podcast. You know what I mean? It's great to have you back. First time that you were on the pod was early days. And
Yeah.
look, people wouldn't have seen, speaking of reels, people wouldn't have seen many socials of you on the pod because we forgot to film one of the cameras.
That's right.
But
I still got a
still-
reel up that was still.
Yeah.
Got a reel up that went quite well.
Yeah, and also like what pretty much came to fruition. Some of the not the bean shaped AFL oval that you wanted, but the Tasmanian Devils. You know,
Would be
they're all
pretty
underway.
sick, actually, just now that we're talking about it. I'd really like that reel to make it into the screening, if possible. Like
that one. Yeah,
if
happy
we can,
to. Yep.
if we could sort of put that in with
wanna
maybe
get
a
in
little plug, or if you could allow us like 3 or so minutes of screen time.
are
to
you
sort of-
selling time in the show?
Yeah,
We've
how
spoken
much?
about this. Yeah,
much?
like
we put
approaching
an ad in?
businesses and saying, "Would you like a little ad?"
Yeah, I'd like a little
I'd
ad,
love a
like a
little
Val
ad.
Morgan style ad,
Yeah.
cinematainment.
Yeah,
I
I'd
want
like
to do the go to the candy bar and turn your phone off part.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's good. Actually, we could
Let's
have you
do
two
that.
I'd like
doing.
to
Well,
do
now
that.
that you're big, sort of advertising,
Yeah.
sort of, you guys are.
we're in the biz.
I'll
Should we?
give you- I'll give you a line.
Do you want to improv it right now?
Yeah, go on.
The turn off your phone thing. Okay, here we go. No, don't. Well, it's a scene. All right. Well, he's going to explode, so we should.
go to the candy bar now. Oh, I nearly passed out, genuinely.
no!
All the edges came in then.
Oh, when I went and saw the Robbie Williams movie.
Oh,
Congratulations.
the Monkey Man.
The Monkey
Man
Man,
movie.
it's so good.
It's good?
Yeah, but before the movie, they had the ad where it says "turn your phone off," and this one there were two big anthropomorphic mobile phones watching the movie.
It felt like you were just showing off, but yeah, go on.
Anthropomorphic. That's not that
No,
crazy.
I know that word.
Full
Thanks, mate.
fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I do.
What?
It's when they an animal person personifying like a
Has
a
human-
being, like
human qualities.
Like qualities. Animorphs. if you will.
Animals.
I feel like I took a guise of attacking you because I
There
didn't
were
know what
big
it was.
boys.
That's
There-
sorry. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, director.
That
Big
happens.
mobile phones, and they had faces and arms and legs.
We
and
can do that.
they were at the cinema. They were at the cinema,
Uh-huh.
and then they had to tell each other to be quiet. And there was something very beautiful about watching a phone having a nice night out at the movies.
Yeah.
And I love my phone a lot, and I'd quite like to do that for my phone one day.
But
That's all I could.
unfortunately,
That's all I could think about for a lot of the movies.
But
Like
your
my phone.
Your phone can't enjoy it because you have to turn it off.
Exactly. I was trying to call some of the cinemas. You can't contact any of the workers because they have to turn their phones off when they get there.
You said something so funny to me about the monkey movie,
Oh,
and I would love you to share it.
What monkey movie?
The Robbie
Better
Williams
Man.
monkey movie.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What
They're-
monkey movie?
They're
What monkey movie?
'Cause
Planet,
this-
Planet
this-
of the Apes.
no, close. Well, they're remaking that actually, and Robbie Williams
Again?
is playing all the monkeys.
That's the funny thing I wanted. It was seamless. You lobbed it up. You don't even know how good of a host you
I
are
like that.
sometimes.
Imagine that.
I like that.
Wouldn't that be
yeah.
incredible? Robbie Williams playing all the monkeys.
Yeah, big CGI job. It'd be like when they got how they did all the Oompa Loompas for Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka. It's like all of these little Robbie Williams.
Remaking every monkey in cinema with Robbie Williams.
Yeah. Oh, what's that one? Dunstan checks in.
King Kong.
Oh, huge. Yeah, getting big. Yep. Dexter in Night at the Museum. Little Robbie Williams on Ben Stiller's shoulder.
Yeah, Robbie Williams ripping off his pectoral muscles, throwing them at planes at the top of a building. Like Rob DJ.
Yeah, that's a freaky bit of media.
When we were talking about that the other day, I went straight home and me and my partner chucked it on.
Oh, yeah.
And it is, I
The
mean,
Rock DJ music video. It's crazy.
I remember being fucking petrified of the Rock DJ music
It's
video
so
as a
funny.
kid.
He's so charismatic.
But I didn't remember how like incredibly well done the practical effects are. Like it is still like, oh,
Holds
it's like
up.
revolting. And
It's
then
really
the skeleton
gross.
doesn't hold up great. But when he's
Yeah.
when he's ripping muscle off, like, and he rips the skin off his belly, and you can see like the fat.
Oh, the sinew.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. It's
insane.
gross.
It's full on.
I haven't processed a lot of what you just said because I've been trying to think about other movies in many monkeys in cinema, but I'm sure it was great.
Jungle Book.
If
Yep.
if you were gonna be, if it was gonna be a movie about Ben,
Yeah.
but it was gonna be anthropomorphized.
Close.
Close.
Play on. Play on.
Okay,
Yep.
Advantage.
Advantage.
What would you? What would your
Gecko.
animal be? Gecko.
My housemates have been telling me a lot that I look like a gecko lately. Well, they saw a gecko and they said it looks like me. So now that's become I look like geckos. But I
Really?
don't see it. But it would be a bit funny to make it full size.
Hands
Monk-
and all.
Yeah, hands and all. Yeah, it's a bit freaky when I get on stage for my first comedy set and I crawl on the ceiling, but everything else would stack up.
It's hard to give yourself your own animal. It's almost like you need a third party. Like what?
That's
What
true.
would
Well,
we
well,
say?
remember how
Ben?
everyone's got a rat face and a frog?
Mhm.
What is Ben?
Frog.
Yeah, he's a frog.
Mm.
You're
But-
frog.
What would
Frog.
your
You're a
animal
frog.
be?
I'm frog.
No,
I think I'm rat.
Full
'cause of
rat.
my nose.
Yeah, and also the way you behave. But I would
Bit of a
say,
bad boy.
if I was to give you an animal, I mean, I almost feel like frog. Frog might be it.
You can't have a frog play a bloke in a movie.
But you
Why
can't have
not?
a monkey.
You
play
can have a
bloke.
monkey play a bloke in a movie way easier than you can have a frog. Well, because a monkey is mostly a human anyway. It's most of the way there.
What about a little smart dog that can walk on its hind legs?
Yeah, I'm into that.
You can feel
Yeah, I'll be a little
Yeah,
smart
I can
dog on
see
its
you as
hind
a
legs.
bit of a
Yeah,
pup,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, big
What breed?
pup.
What breed?
You can play
your
Airbud.
whole like
Oh yeah,
your
Airbud,
whole,
but it's me. Yeah.
your whole life story, but it's a dog like desperately trying to stay up in every moment of your life. Like it's doing two things, like it's connecting with your girlfriend, but then you're also like trying to stay up. And every time you put shoes on, you freak out.
I like the Airbud idea, but it's I'm the only human.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And there's nothing in the rules that says a human can't play fetch. Or I join the greyhounds. I race.
And you flog them down.
I race.
What animal do you reckon will play me?
Yeah.
So welcome back to the format of the show is leftover problems from our live shows that we solve in here.
Slug.
This here format. So
Yeah.
let's get stuck in. Us two, you, a worm and me a shark.
Maybe you'd be a snail with
be
your
a
two
shark.
fucking eyes.
Oh,
doing
yeah,
these
big
things.
snail.
I need
insulin.
Oh, sugar.
I don't think snails are known for
No, but
diabetes.
you are.
I am. Yeah.
You are. You're
Did you think
known
that was
At
my
least,
snake?
at least I've got a house, cunts.
for it. Yeah. It's a
Property
mobile-
ownership on my back.
Yeah, well done.
It's just a fucking camper van. You're basically a backpacker. You got your juicy van
I'm a
on your back.
backpacker. My house is on my back.
Snails.
Would love a lift. Don't have thumbs. Don't know
Yeah.
how to get a car to pull over. All right, leftover.
There come these snails again on the side of the
I'm trying
road.
to like. Hang on. So, all right, leftover problems from a live show. That's the way this show works. You understand this, Ben. You've done it before. If you're listening for the first time, thank you. Seriously, thank you so much for taking a pun on something like podcast growth is like so important, and having new listeners really means a lot to us. So thank you so much. Leftover problems from live shows. We've got a bunch. Are these from Brisbane? Just gone?
These are from all over the shop, dude. Not gonna lie. I compile a bunch of these into a spreadsheet when I'm
Compile means to like grab them all together and put them into one.
Compile.
Hey, cheers. Continuing on.
So these are from everywhere. But yeah, basically we'll just try and we'll see what we can do to try and solve these bad boys.
I'd love to.
Okay. First problem. I have diabetes and I don't know how to tell my wife.
Well, you guys are cunts, aren't you? To have...
Have you not told her yet?
Actual problem from in the bucket.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That seems
How
like.
did you not address this in a show?
Yeah,
Surely.
Well, they're
I
left
mean,
over.
it's shocking to me that the word is wife doesn't know you have diabetes. Like,
Yeah,
if
sure.
your girlfriend or like the girl you're seeing, but it's pretty crazy to be with someone long enough to marry them and not
Sneaking your needles.
not tell them. That
Yeah,
you've
what does
got
she
a-
think you're up to?
I'm doing heroin, babe.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No.
What do you- like that's what she's gonna get upset
Yeah.
about. She's like, I thought you've been doing heroin the entire time. You're telling me you can't handle sugar?
Telling her family that he just really likes jelly beans. No, I don't know. He just likes them.
That's such a funny thing to hide. This feels like bullshit to me.
Well, maybe it's type 2. Maybe they've just found out they got type 2.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
you've got type
interesting.
1, which, as we know, is the cool type.
Yeah, that's
Generous lover.
generous lover, length, girth.
Yeah, what are the other symptoms?
Always come second.
Yeah.
Can't help it. Even if I want to come, I can't. Admit to that on your fucking podcast, mate.
Not for me. Not for me. No way.
But yeah, maybe it is a type 2 and they've gone to a doctor and just gotten a recent diagnosis. And it's I don't think it's an embarrassing thing, but I can understand how someone maybe feels a little embarrassed about
I think it's really embarrassing.
What's the difference for those that don't know?
Type 1 for the
type
most
2?
part is a lot of people are born with it. It's not a factor of lifestyle. It's just your insulin making parts of your pancreas aren't working anymore. You can't make insulin basically. Whereas type 2, your mass for, outside of like gestational diabetes, it's like that's like Animorphs for babies or something. But
Yeah.
I think it's for the most part your size, your mass. There's
Which
not you can't.
medical term is
Boomba! it's pretty much
basically when you start
pretty
hearing
much
the
fatty
tubers.
Boomba.
When you
Pretty
start
much
hearing the
fatty- yeah.
tubers while you walk.
Womp, womp.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
type 2 is on its way.
Yeah. So it's bigger. It can be bigger people.
Right, but you didn't have it at birth, did you?
No, but it was one of those
You caught it or
things.
something.
I caught it
was like a
from
vaccine or
I
something.
think it was sexual. I was on a holiday and they reckon it was something that was always going to happen to me, but it needed to be triggered by getting really sick, and I got really sick overseas.
Really?
Yeah.
So what? You just had like diabetes sitting in the background.
Yeah,
Waiting for its moment.
Yeah.
Waiting for the MC to bring it on.
Yeah, there was a little producer with like a headphone going like, now, we're in Vietnam. There are not enough medical resources to sort this out. This will be good programming. Yes, that's what happened to me. I was overseas, got crook.
How far into the trip
2/3, like
did you have to
a
come
couple of
home?
weeks left. Yeah, I got airlifted to Thailand in a little jet.
So it was a type 2. You were a big fat cunt need to get airlifted.
It was a crane. It was a crane.
Have you seen how they take elephants or giraffes? You see that video of the elephant getting lifted by a helicopter?
No.
That's good.
Good for the screening. I got flown to Thailand a week and a bit in intensive care, and then flown to Australia.
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
30,000 AUD.
Fuck, really?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
My dad really liked me.
Really
It was
Do you reckon
actually
at any
travel
point-
insurance.
Oh,
It's
okay, I was
all
going to
good.
say, because like, I wonder if there was like just a little voice
discussion.
in the back of his head being like, how old were you?
13, 14.
Yes, it would have been like, fuck, 13, 14.
This bloke's
already
personality
got
hasn't
it.
even
His-
come in yet.
His brother's like 20 something right now.
We'll put glasses on him. No one will know. Cal can play Pete 3 days of the week.
Well, in fairness, they did keep you alive, but in fairness, at that point, they didn't know you were going to go on to do stand-up comedy.
Yeah, if only.
But anyway, they're keeping it from their wife. That's the problem. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to know if the problem is the diabetes or the secrecy.
Yeah, what's a worse disease? Dishonesty? Or diabetes?
You know what?
I was going to say no one's ever died from dishonesty, but I reckon heaps have actually. I
Definitely.
reckon fucking heaps of people
Yeah, it's not like
have lost legs from the shin down due to not telling the truth. Do you have my money? No. Shunk. Ah!
Well, look, I mean, the obvious thing is you're going to have to tell your wife. If it's type 2, she probably already knows. If it's type 1, you got to tell her. Or you have to, if you don't want her to know, then you're going to have to say it's something else that you're just sneaking off to do with your little... Because you just busted out in the middle of fucking dinner and shit. You don't even...
It's appalling what
disgusting,
you do.
isn't it? It's disgusting.
appalling.
Yeah, when I first got it as a kid, I was so nervous about
Yeah.
doing it. It's like I literally was going to Dad, like, oh, I'll probably just go to the bathroom and do it before lunch and stuff. And they're like, no. And now I'm like, I'll stand in the middle of Dream World, like,
Yeah.
with a needle in my
You ever
gut.
done it
What
on
are you gonna
stage?
fucking do? No, I never done it on stage. Could be fun.
Yeah. During the hour. Sorry, guys.
Just taking a quick break.
Trying to win an award here. Look at that, Mrs. Proven. It's a disability. Come on.
It's a
Come on,
disability.
come on, Susie.
It's a
Come on, Susie.
disability. It's like,
Ow.
oh, I'm disabled.
It's fucking hard getting up there every night because sometimes I get a little clammy.
Oh, sorry, guys. You could go a bit
time.
faint halfway through the show every
Whoa.
night. Pretend. Sorry, this never.
Sorry
this
about
has
that.
never happened before. Whoa, I feel crazy.
Yeah.
Tell the
come
wife.
clean.
Just
Tell the wife. Just
Make
tell
a bit
the
of a song and
wife.
dance. Make a bit of an
Yeah.
announcement about it. Like put it, like propose, like do it like proposing.
Get a band.
Get
a
down.
band in.
Get down on one knee and tell her.
Yeah.
Or I mean, potential ticket sale for this screening.
Oh yeah,
if
we
you
could
can,
pop.
if you can get a 15-second reel together, send it to Ben Hunter,
Yeah, great.
Come
Instagram, chuck it up on the screen, let your
Yeah.
wife know you got
Hey
diabetes.
Cassandra. Yeah, it's me.
I know
I've
I'm
got
sitting next
something
to you
to
right
tell you.
now, but I've recorded this in the past.
I've got diabetes.
Yeah. There's a reason
Enjoy
I'm
the
not eating
movie.
those Maltesers right now. No popcorn's the wheels.
You just look over to him, he's got half a choc top and he's dead.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oops, I love him. I fucking love him so much.
Yeah, all right, we've done it again.
Well done. All right, next problem. I like that big, long, juicy paragraph you got
Alright.
there.
Okay, this problem is my housemate's obsession with true crime is freaking me out. She keeps asking me things like, have you ever thought about killing someone? And sometimes I hear her mumbling to herself in the kitchen late at night. Oh, fuck.
Christ.
Oh, wow. Have you guys ever thought about killing someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it. We've spoken about this on the pod about the perfect way to kill someone. Have you heard that episode? You said you listened to the podcast?
Perfect way to kill someone. No,
Yeah.
I've only listened to the Ash Chapman episode over and over.
Best.
I have listened to it twice. I thought he was so funny.
Go back and listen to it.
I
Great
texted him while I was listening to it. I'm like, you're killing right now. You're crushing in my car to me.
Great.
People say this podcast is like
We
this
bring out the
generation's Carson.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're getting the second call back. That's fucking huge.
Ooh, big get. Yeah.
Oh, for a quick read, like I think it was with Milinkovic we came up with this, was like the best way to kill someone and get away with it is to kill them with an ice blade.
Oh yeah, no
Nice
evidence.
play, but there was the crying into a jar and freezing. Freezing. It was like a Temu product. I saw you cry into a container and then it freezes and you shoot the tears.
Oh.
Yeah. So then
Couldn't kill someone with that though. And that's evidence. Then that's DNA, you know.
Yeah, wow, the DNA is in
the tear. Huh?
It evaporates.
Yeah, he's got you there.
Depends how quick they get you.
Well, they're not going to walk right in afterwards.
I don't know that.
Thump. What was that noise? Have you just fucking shot a cunt with your tears? Why are you crying?
Couldn't have been Pete. We were just watching The Notebook.
I think everyone thinks about
How would you do it?
killing. You'd want it to be pretty violent.
I mean,
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to do something,
If you're
you
going
strangle.
to
If
be
you're going
a
to
bear,
strangle
be a
them.
grizzly one.
Yeah, you want to. Yeah,
I always
you
think
want to be a
just chop it into the most little bits you can and really scatter. Going on a road trip.
Just out the window like cigarette butts.
Yeah, like when
like scattering of ashes, but really gross.
like when Jesse in Breaking Bad gets all that money, he's throwing it out the window. He
Yeah,
doesn't
right.
want it.
So you're just throwing little bits of
Just throwing little bits.
people.
The
Yeah,
cutting
yeah.
ups are pretty fucking hectic.
Yeah,
Like
you
part.
can get yeah. You'd need a big food processor. You're right.
Well, wood chip. What is a wood chip?
I broke
Not
down
a
a
big food
I broke
processor.
down a roast chook yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
and I really liked that. I really love breaking down a roast chook, and I imagine it would be sort of similar.
Well, it couldn't be far off. Yeah.
You grab it, pull it apart,
Yeah.
have a little skin.
Under its legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the sort of tone of this question.
It's getting
The
real
person going holier than thou. How could you ever think it? Like everyone, surely you think about killing someone.
Everyone
You're not
thinks
better than me. You know.
Yeah, but I think it's kind
Do
of
you ever
wild.
think a thought
Mm.
and you go, whoa, but then you go, everyone's doing that. That's like the next
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
And
Like-
you go,
like-
whoa, and then you go, we're all,
Like, what if I put my hand in that lawnmower?
yeah, we're just, all of it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the next thought is going, that's fine.
Do you ever get one
You're allowed to. That's like the one.
Do you reckon like the Dharmas of the world had that thought as well?
They don't
And then
have
when
the
they
backup
found
voice.
out that no one else did, they were like, "What? I
Yeah.
really thought everyone else would be on board with this."
They didn't. They didn't have the backup voice. Like when you have it, they go, that's all right. That's just a crazy thought. That voice never comes in.
Yeah, there's another
That
voice.
backup never turns up.
Yeah, well,
He's
there is
stuck in traffic down the road.
There is another voice, but he's going like, that guy's
Yeah.
a fucking genius. They said that. Do that.
Just it's not another voice; it's just applause. It's just, bloody hell, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the person's problem though is that
The muttering in the kitchen is a worry.
Yeah, that's kind of
Muttering
that's
is never
a worry heaps. Like
Yeah.
they're just
Watching someone mutter has never made you feel better.
no way.
Yeah, but
Because mutter's usually like
it's like the tone of everything, though. I think like you can mutter in a fun. You can go like, I've got to go down the shop and get that little.
yeah, but
thing
late at
and
night
then-
in the kitchen after asking me earlier in the day, have you ever thought about killing someone? I don't care what tone it is. The more higher the tone, the more scared I am.
I'm gonna kill.
Oh yeah, if it's too
yeah,
joyous.
You know what I mean? If it's dark, scary. If it's fucking up high, also scary.
Yeah.
If it's in the middle, still suspicious.
He's in his room. I'm gonna go in.
Kitchen, scariest room in the house.
Yeah, most weapons. Most weapons in the kitchen, mate.
Yep.
Probably looking at
Yeah.
a knife, probably chatting to the knives.
Probably chatting
Which
to the
one of you
knives.
guys want to be in?
Hello,
Do you
night.
want to see what the inside of our
Not
house
you,
looks like?
butter.
No, never butter, never butter.
Oh, that's what I want to be. I want to be the butter knife killer.
The butter knife killer.
I would love to be the butter knife killer.
Oh,
Yeah.
awful.
Just-
like the wet bandits.
Fucking hell.
You go, oh,
Butter knife killer.
they go, ow. Like, it's just war of attrition. Like, I just
You'd have to do it heaps unless you got him in the jugular.
I want to be the, you know the butter knife that's like the fat plastic, it's like made for spreading. It's not like a butter knife. What are
Yeah.
those called? You know when you go to like a hot dog stand or whatever, they got that fat,
Like the metal spatula.
it's not a spatula, it's like a knife, but it's like fat and just for butter.
Yeah, okay. You
I
want to
wanna
kill people with that.
And it's not even got a serrated edge.
Yeah.
It's just I
It's
donk
also
ya.
really
I
wobbly.
donk you.
Like
No, it's hard.
okay.
You couldn't be
I think-
donking me.
I could donk you with a butter, like
No,
the
don't.
spreadable. Oh, my phone's charging, but just trust me, these knives exist.
And you want the teller to be like, it's easy, struck again.
Is the butter knife? Would you get
butter knife
annoyed if
killer.
they called you something else?
Yeah, butter boy.
I don't know that they're really doing those sort of nicknames for killers nowadays.
Well, not many
It's
calling
been a while
cards
since
being
you've heard
left.
of one, eh? Like we're always hearing about these serial killers.
They're often
like
now
past tense.
we're just getting first and last names now.
But it's the
We're
killers.
also getting,
The
like,
killers of
past
today
tense, you know
aren't
what I
as
mean?
creative as the killers of yesteryear. Like that, no one's having the calling card.
There's no
one's
Zodiac.
no one's coming up with
Yeah.
it's hack.
It's lazy.
It's fucking hack.
It
Literally
is hack.
Yeah.
Literally hacking heads off and shit.
Would it, would it have killed the news to given?
Oh,
given,
killing
you
the
know,
news. Whoa, I'd love to
Oh,
kill
would
the
it-
news.
yeah,
Imagine stabbing the news in the
dishonest
face.
dogs.
But they've like, there's like been some pretty crazy like killers in Australia, but it's all like past tense, right? So it's like because you only hear the true crime doc, but I don't feel like I've ever lived among a serial killer era. You
I
know
mean,
what
not that was
Like,
widely publicised. Where there was like one big one where it's like, yeah, we didn't get Jack the Ripper, where it's like
No.
he's still on the loose and
There
he's
was one
People
that-
keep
there.
disappearing at Rick's backyard or whatever.
There was one
Yeah.
they never found that was a guy it was like in a black balaclava and he like abducted people. I think they called him like something Doom or something.
Just
MF
They
quick,
never
Doom.
found him. Yeah, MF
sorry,
Doom.
quick story. While we're on balaclavas, my sister is on holiday in Japan at the moment, and she was on the phone with her friend. Her friend was at Anaconda looking to buy something. They're going skiing and stuff, looking to buy something over their head. Sally's on the phone to her mate and listens to her mate approach a staff member and go, "Sorry, do you have baklavas here?"
The baklava killer. That's what I'd be.
And the guy said, the guy goes, "We've got balaclavas," and she goes, "Yeah, perfect, yeah."
Ah, that's awesome.
I would have loved it if he went, "We've got balaclavas." She goes, "I'm not hungry."
That's really great. I actually heard Annie said a very funny thing yesterday. I don't know if this is that funny in the content, but in real life it was great. She was saying about how someone at work matched their T-shirt to their backpack, and it was an accident.
Okay.
And she went to say, she goes, it was uncoincidentally, she said.
Okay.
And I said, the word you're looking for was deliberately.
Yeah. On purpose. They meant it.
Yeah, uncoincidentally. And it really made me laugh. I really liked it a lot. Uncoincidentally.
This is
matching.
This is the guy I was thinking of. It was called Mr. Cruel. Was the name they gave him? Yeah,
He
yeah.
would fucking hate that.
That's
He'd be so
That's
pissed
the
off.
only picture they had.
Holy dooly, that bloke is cruel.
That's a cruel
That's
guy
a cruel looking
in
guy.
his balaclava, but and he was like pretty fucked. But that was in the 90s, and because where I work, like we do like true crime shit. But I was like, that was in the 90s, right? I was alive in the 90s, but I was like obviously little baby, so I couldn't have.
Couldn't have been me.
Couldn't have been me. Just so everyone knows.
I was only a little baby.
I got an alibi. I was a little baby.
Yeah, year 3. Yeah.
But like, I always like, I imagine what it would be like living in a time where it's like you're out on the street and you're like, fuck,
This one specific.
this guy's
killer.
out at the
Yeah.
moment.
Very stressful living in this college town at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
That sort of feeling.
That's
Here
fucking-
in Denver, it's always in like fucking the Midwest or something.
Yeah, it's not. That's why there's got to be more public programs, mate. Give people something to do.
Not enough.
Pottery
Yeah,
saves a lot of
racquetball.
people.
Yeah.
Pickleball has stopped so many serial killers.
You'd hope. Yeah. You'd think.
People
Yeah.
had nothing going
Who
on.
knows what Mike Goldstein would have done by now?
Well, we know what they're like. So
No one's fucked. You know what's fucked? My brain was working overtime to figure out a way to tastefully say what you said. All in good fun, all in good faith.
I think you've got to.
move.
No,
away
well,
from this
no,
person.
I think you kind of have to leave this. I think this person seems like because was it definitely a woman who was
Yeah.
this person thing was about. I mean, it is a bloody scary time out there. So I think she's just taking her precautions, and I don't think she's so much a threat as she is worried about what's going on. So I think just kind of leave her be, and then until you see some concrete proof, I think you've just got to sort of
right.
let 1,000 blossoms bloom.
Just in
Be a
case,
nice
though.
housemate.
Just in case, though, start documenting everything in your life.
Keep a
to
little
make-
diary.
Just to make the podcast of your death a bit easier to produce.
Yeah, a few voice notes wouldn't hurt you. Yeah, clearly labelled.
But yeah, really make sure you're on top of the housework. I'd say get the bins out on time.
And get rid of all those butter knives.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
No edit required this
No.
week.
I did it
I'm
for
not
the
gonna
last
do
one
it.
as well. And
I'm
no
not
one
even putting it
fucking
in. You're in
noticed.
charge of the da this week.
Butter.
Oh, okay. How are we feeling so far?
I feel great. I'm having just the fucking most
I
wonderful.
love having Ben in.
I love it.
And I hope you, listener, you're at home right now. Maybe you're in the car driving to work right now. I hope you're enjoying Ben's company. Maybe you're knocking
You have
up
to
a little
remember these
meal.
are fans of our podcast. They're not driving to work.
No, you're right. Maybe you're.
If they're going to work, they're not driving.
No, maybe
and if
waiting
they're
for your
driving, they're
bus.
probably not going for work.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
You're probably on a bus right now.
maybe you're the bus driver.
Yeah, maybe you're about to scream at the bus driver.
Bus
Hey,
driver,
mate,
you
hold off.
can't really listen. You can't really have ox when you're a bus driver.
You can, I reckon.
You chuck a headphone in the right ear.
I've
never seen it.
How would you see it? It's in the right ear.
Yeah, but you'd see it like across
Across the bow.
No. Someone on the other side of the road, not in the bus. They might see it.
You're not.
Yeah,
looking
well,
I feel like I
Yeah.
might have seen it. And the bus driver turns and says hello. I think I'd notice that.
You waving to the bus driver all the time when you pull up along the road?
You struck
I'm
me
not
as a
waving.
bye-bye
You,
driver.
Yeah, you struggle. Yeah, a bit of a.
I
real-
once accidentally did get
I
off the
reckon
bus and I went to say thank you and I said, see ya.
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't think that's all right.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
See ya, mate.
You struck me as the kind of guy that tries to pay the bus driver cash every time he gets on the bus.
Yeah, different currencies. See what I can slip by him. No.
I think it'd be so. I am endlessly impressed by bus drivers.
Endlessly.
Endlessly. Do you ever come up to a
To which
corner?
there is.
Oh, when you see the way buses
Infinite.
turn some corners, you go,
Infinite.
yeah.
You're in the thing going, oh, we're indicating.
Yeah.
Are we turning here?
Bullshit.
Fuck off.
I also feel like bus drivers are the one vehicle on the road when they're turning and I'm standing on the street that I'm confident they're not going to hit me.
Yep.
No matter how much it looks like they're going to, I'm like, there's no way this guy's hitting
Mm-hmm.
me. Somehow he's getting like their whole day is square in a circle.
Yeah.
They are just
And
constantly
they
going square in a circle.
always get it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it be nicked. I've never seen any issue.
Yeah.
They're always. I fucking don't understand. It's like they're on
I've
a
seen an
track.
issue, but
There was that one sort of late last
Yeah.
year that was a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah, but that's.
it's still pretty good going.
Whatever.
You know,
strike rate's pretty high.
Yeah.
And also, I know this is sort of well explored territory, but this does fucking knock my socks off. When you're behind a bus in a car, right? You're in the same lane, right? They're not over the lines.
Yes.
You're in the same lane. And more or less, the car is what, 85% the width of the bus that you're in? Like, it's not,
Oh yeah.
it's
I
not
see where you're going.
mind-blowingly different. Yet somehow, in my car, I've got one seat and then a little handbrake and then another seat. And that's all I could possibly fit.
Where it's
But
heat
somehow in front of them, they've got two seats and a fucking hallway.
Yeah, you're right.
And then another two seats.
There's a lot going on.
How does that happen? I don't have any idea how that happens. Because I look every time I'm behind a bus, I'm like, how have they got 4 seats and a hallway in there?
Yeah, well, I guess it's only really thin, the edge of the bus.
And the
whereas yours
seats
has
are
got
thinner.
Heaps of shit in there.
It has to be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the doors.
But it is
the
kinda
seats are
crazy to
thinner.
think.
Like you
Yeah.
could probably get 4 seats in the back of your car if they were as thin as bus seats, but
Yeah.
not a hallway. In total fairness,
Because you're gonna add probably 30 centimeters, at least, to the width of the car. Then you're getting rid of all the shit in the side.
You would
of
just
the
think it would
car.
look way
Yeah,
more like
you're
we're
right.
occupying the whole fucking
You're right.
lane and a bit of the edge.
like the width of a bus feels closer to the width of a plane than the width of a car. Yet
And the wheels
is
on the
that
bus
clocking?
go round and round.
And the wheels,
the
yes,
wheels
the
on the
wheels
bus
on the
do
bus
go
do
round
go
and
round and round.
round and round.
The width of a
And the
bus
width of the bus goes.
is big.
yes.
The width of a plane is bigger. But I would say that it.
Could you fit a bus in a plane?
I
I think you could fit
With
a
no
bus in a
seats.
plane.
No, you couldn't fit a bus in a plane.
Can't fit a bus in a plane?
I wouldn't have thought so.
You could drive a bus into a plane.
I couldn't drive a bus.
But no, six seats in a hallway.
No,
Yeah.
I understand. I'm not saying they're the same
Also,
size.
It's
I
actually
would like
four
the
se-
listener
it's
to know
four
I
seats
am
in one.
aware that the word aisle exists.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to get ahead of that.
I'm
Yeah.
aware of that,
Yeah.
Before the accusations come out.
but
What-
it is a
yeah.
hallway.
Headline: Peter James doesn't know what an aisle is.
But when you stand,
It's like not 6 seats too. It's 4 with the hallway.
no, but the plane
Yeah, but a
has
plane
6.
has 6.
Oh,
So
the plane
what
has
I'm saying
6,
is I reckon you can fit a bus.
The plane.
No, I think the height's your issue. Because I reckon when you're in a bus, there's
Yeah, but
probably
if
at
you're
least
going-
there's probably
Well,
at
let's
least
talk-
a
but where's
couple
the-
seats.
where-
international. You know the 3
No, but even if
scenario.
if we're
Oh,
going
333. Yeah,
333,
oh,
you fit in a
miles. Yeah,
bus.
yeah. You
You
could
fit in a
drive.
bus with
You could
room
drive
to
a bus
spare.
through there. Yeah, there's so much.
if we're gutting a plane, no seats, no
Big if.
luggage.
I can ride a bus. I can drive a bus.
I think you could easily fit a bus in a domestic plane if you got rid of the floor in
On the other hand,
storage.
Yeah,
Surely a
Qantas.
Qantas.
Yeah.
Jetstar might actually try it if you
Qantas
ask
Link?
nicely.
No chance. No chance of getting in a Qantas Link. You could probably fit a Qantas Link in a bus.
Paper plane, absolutely
Yeah,
no fucking
little,
chance.
little babushka bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Qantas Link is inside a bus. Is
Yeah.
inside a like a tour bus that you see musicians getting around in. Could
Yeah.
fit inside Mack truck, Lightning McQueen's best friend.
It also with the bus, it's just the flat front of our bus. I appreciate because you see the American bus is just a truck they've thrown they've thrown bus on the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Whereas
like
we've
that you're
got no. The
right
whole
up there
thing's a
against-
bus.
Yep.
Like we can Tetris our buses.
Yeah, you can
You know what I mean?
tessellate. We can
really-
tessellate the buses.
We can move these buses pretty easily.
Yeah, I've
Whereas
never even
they're like,
noticed
we're
that.
a truck. We put a bus on the back of it. It's like that's lazy. It's a bit lazy. That.
I like the
Nose
colour.
out the front.
I like the colour though.
Colour is great.
The US bus colour.
US bus colour.
Big yellow.
Bright
Also
yellow.
makes sense.
Looks like it's from the.
I also I remember seeing a bus
Congrats.
like yeah, thanks. It was a big day.
Did you get a photo?
And I actually did get a photo of this bus because they had an ad on the side of it, and you know how the window incorporates the ad,
Yeah.
and the ad had like a person sitting on the
Oh, that
on
incorporated the
loo.
passenger.
Yeah, like it was the person sitting on the loo, but then the top was cut off, so it looked like the person sitting in the bus was on the toilet. And I
They
was like,
should-
that's great advertising.
I think that's great advertising, but I think the
That
person.
really tickled me. Yeah.
I think the person in the passenger seat has a right to be notified.
and
And it says, just so you know,
You're in an
outside
ad.
it looks like you're doing a poo. So if you want to make it even funnier, you're
Yeah,
allowed.
get
Because
involved.
if they let you know, I'd be just pretending to squeeze the whole. Have a big paper, and then you get up and you get the little brush and you
you didn't really go all in.
and you spray, and everyone outside goes, "Wow!"
I like the idea of you getting on a bus with your newspaper and then all of the window seats are taken.
You're like, oh,
Fucking hell.
excuse me, can I sit there? I've got a real. You're not really doing enough.
Can I shit there?
Yeah. You're ruining.
Occupied.
Someone's in here. Oh, all this bus talk's got me horny.
So
I'll get the bus home.
were we doing a problem then, or were we just talking about buses?
Yeah,
for a
how did
bit?
we get on to that?
think we were just
It was
talking about
buses.
buses.
It was listening to
This
the bus,
feels-
listening to the podcast,
podcast and bus?
figuring out. Yeah, those were the steps.
That's right. Enjoying the pod. Yeah, go listen to Ash Chapman's episode. It was great.
That was great.
Speaking of cunts that ride the bus.
He drives.
All right, next problem.
I'd love to be a city cat driver, but that's just me.
Oh,
not a,
man.
not a driver. I'd like to be on the deck chaining.
Oh,
the
you
boat
want to do the
up.
road?
Yeah, I want to do the
That's
road.
fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Doing the quick
And working
ropes.
outside, like
The
I don't
flick,
know.
bro. I'd like to ride the little one, the kitty cat.
Oh, the
For those
kitty
who don't know,
cat.
we live in Brisbane. There's like little ferries, but the kitty cat, the little one, and the route would be the one I used to catch every day, which is the Bulimba to Tenerife short trip. Great trip. People know you. They bloody know you by name. You know, loyalists
No, they
to
don't.
yours.
Did they say Shad? Hello,
yeah.
Shad.
Yeah, what's up, Shad?
Did they?
Yeah, when he's on.
Oh.
There's other people. I don't really know them, but when
My
he's
uncle,
on,
and he's
I was
on.
on every day when he's on. But
very nice.
that one would be great. Just being the ferry driver, being out on the
Doing the ropes.
out on
Or
I
the,
only.
the bluey one. Getting on the bluey
It was
dog.
quite a recent discovery for
City
me to
dog?
figure out
What is
that
it called?
city cat.
No,
but the
one-
bluey
the
one.
bluey one. It's got a dog. There's something.
It's
The
probably
river
city dog. Yeah.
City dog, river dog, wolf,
Wolf.
water wolf, the water wolf,
The docky dog.
yeah, docky dog, water wolf,
It was.
I think
only,
all of these are the answer.
It was.
fetch ferry.
It was only quite. I only recently found out that it's called city cat because cat is short for catamaran.
Get fucked.
Did you know that?
No,
Did you know that?
Didn't know that.
that's great.
Because when I told people about this, they looked at me like I was the dummest cunt on earth.
No, that
I don't
makes-
think
it
that's
makes
common. I don't
sense,
think
but
that's
I
common
don't think-
knowledge.
The
I think
James
it's one
Donald
of
Falls
those-
McCann City catamaran.
I thought it was because it purred along the river.
I thought it was because you're a pussy if you ride one.
It's not a pussy. I'm not a pussy for using public transit and for enjoying
Yeah,
a beautiful
seem like a
river
pussy.
view.
Review.
You're
I
a
loved
fucking-
riding the ferry.
you're
It's
such
bloody
a pussy.
fantastic. I've actually recently changed my mode of transport. I'm now a bike guy. So,
Next problem.
Bike.
I'm a bike guy.
I'm a
my
bike guy.
my dad
And I've
loves
got to
the
say,
ferry.
riding on the road, not bad.
Yeah, you like getting in the way.
Traders didn't like me, but I do my best to stay off to the edge. Though I'm not that one that rides in the middle of the thing and holds his hand out because he's turning right. I'm like, no, I'll join the pedestrians. For
Are you
this
clip clopping around a cafe afterwards?
part. no, I haven't gone full lycra, but I've got to tell you, my thighs red raw. Getting used to it. Getting used to
Oh,
it.
chafing heavily.
Yeah, getting used to the bloody
Chafe City.
Yeah, getting used to Chafe City, but it's fantastic stuff. Riding through Vic Park, guys, cannot recommend it more.
Our guest Ben has little sore legs at the moment. Do you want to guess? Okay, he's done an exercise activity.
Okay.
Because I saw him walking up the road.
We will need to get to a problem soon because I have to go to a.
Yeah. Saw him walking up the road, and I thought he was injured when
Okay.
he was walking to the.
Was hobbling.
He was really hobbling, right?
Okay.
And he's got really sore legs. Now, what what type of exercise do you think he's gotten really sore legs from?
Well, immediately you'd think running. Okay. Maybe bowling at the cricket.
Oh,
Like,
No.
getting close in terms of letters.
Phonetically close. Boxing.
Oh, you're doing some boxing.
He's got sore legs from
kickboxing?
punches.
No. Well, I didn't get a chance to. But
You must be really loading up
my
on these
sister
things.
works at this boxing gym now, and she was like, "You can come and try it for free." So then I went along and I tried it. But then it's like a 10 rounds thing, but only half of it is on the is punching away.
Yeah.
The other half is just doing like lunges and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's the
I thought
lunge-
you were like working a bag and you've gotten sore legs from
No.
just sort of bouncing around a
It
little
usually
bit.
just gives me a sore nose. You know what I'm saying?
Yes!
Yes!
So,
yes!
Sort of colloquially on the street, a bag would be cocaine.
Yeah, definitely.
So so he was boxing, which
Hmm.
I thought was very funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what have you been doing for your fitness?
I
Yeah, well,
played-
how about you shut the fuck up and leave him alone then, mate?
Yes, Baba!
Yeah, what have you been doing for your fitness? Yeah, but fitness whole bag of jelly beans down my gob.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're all right. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna self-harm.
Next problem. My roommate uses the dryer too much. There you go.
I don't mind it. We've had to have a conversation in our household recently about sort of dryer use, air conditioning use. We had quite a high power bill lately.
What were you rocking? Because Queensland gave everyone a free power bill, pretty much.
Yeah, I know.
You
and
went
it was,
over.
That was a little while ago, though, wasn't it?
it's
Basically
still
a
in
year's
play, and it still did knock
like
a bit
$300
off. But it was like we just were like, there's no because there was no hanging out happening at all. And this is some vintage Ben Hunter gear.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Hunter heads are going to be going nuts hearing this problem.
Going, launch into the dryer bit.
Yeah.
no, those days are
Launch
behind
into
me.
the
So, pretty high bill. What do you reckon?
Pretty high.
I think our
bill.
next problem's about netball, funnily enough.
It best not be. Yeah. So no, we just had to have.
But
a
you've
chat.
got a portable. It's not like a you don't have a wall-mounted aircon. You've got a portable.
Oh yeah, I got a little.
Does it
portable
really chew
thing.
up?
But then I'm pretty good. I think it's other members of the home, but I'm not going to deluge any more than that.
Well, hopefully Ash doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully not, because it's him. But
You reckon he's got the aircon real high up? Ash Chapman, comedian.
I
long
really,
hair.
I'm not going to say anymore.
Ash Chapman TV Instagram.
Yeah.
No. But it was an overall conversation. We've all had to chat. But yeah, I think it's just about communication at that point, and it is something nice about hanging out the laundry. It's quite meditative.
Yeah?
Brought in some laundry today. I had a nice time doing it.
Not that we're going to get an answer,
you
but I would
really
think, how many people
I
in the
think
house?
it's 600.
4.
I was going to say 6.
Yeah.
I think it's 6.
I think it was more than that.
Fucking hell.
Grand?
Something else going on.
was
Is someone growing
$1,000.
weed down underneath the house?
I don't think anyone's growing weed.
Hydroponic. There's a hydroponic set up underneath the fucking house, chewing up.
Yeah, it's either that or my 3D printer.
Yeah,
yeah,
get
just,
around
How
to
much
town.
does it take to charge a Tesla? Because you've got that Tesla.
I got
you
that
just
big.
bought.
I got
You got
well
that
after. Yeah, I only just bought it.
Yeah, well,
You were
Yesterday.
inspired. Yeah. Something about what Musk did recently that really inspired you to buy it.
I haven't seen about this. I heard some headlines and I didn't do any more research. I didn't want to have my my dreams shattered.
Well, all right, there you go. Done it again. We've only got 2 problems left. I'm going to read them both out together because sometimes...
Sorry. 1 second. Butter.
Thank
Great.
you.
Almost sounds like the beginning of Rugrats. So I've got 2 problems here,
Must be nice.
and I feel like
That's not what the song's called.
they seem kind of related.
Jay-Z's song, 2 problems.
I've got 2 problems. This has nothing to do with you.
This problem says, is tuna okay to eat after the flu?
What?
And then the other one just
God,
said,
some fucking idiots
the other
like
one
us, eh?
the other one says, do I have ADHD?
This is the same person.
Yeah.
Is tuna okay to eat?
I feel
This is the same person. No to the first one.
Is tuna
Actually,
okay to eat
yeah.
after the flu?
Yeah, this is to both. Yes to both. You have ADHD,
Yeah, correct.
and you can eat tuna. It's fine. You fucking idiot.
Tuna's probably pretty good to have after the flu.
You would think
Pretty
fresh
good for you.
protein.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What a thought. In the context, you've got to like think of the show.
Someone came
happening.
along.
Like the chaos at the beginning of the show. There's drinking. It's generally at fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You're out for a big night out. We're going, put a problem down, something real, let us solve it. And they've gone, fuck, I really should solve that tuna debacle I had this afternoon.
Do you reckon that was someone who
Or they've
had-
got it with them.
Yeah, they're about to crack it open, but they
And
thought
I'm out with the flu. Like,
Yeah.
unless they had it like a month ago,
they're worried about that.
they're worried about it still.
I
Yeah, I
know.
wonder if it's someone who did eat tuna after having the flu, or someone who would like to eat tuna, but they've worried they've only just had the flu.
I think it's the former. I think it's someone's already done it and now feels guilty and doesn't know if they did the right
Do you reckon
thing.
they wrote one for every single thing they've eaten since having the flu?
Is it okay to have a box of Maltesers to yourself after having the flu? Is it okay to have a sandwich with just butter on it after having the flu?
Is it okay to have an edamame bean? Sorry, after having the flu. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think you're fine on all fronts.
Yeah.
you
I
got
mean, you're not
ADHD
fine with the ADHD. Like, you're a bit fucked up, but, you know, good on you.
Yeah, but whatever. You
Hey,
bit of
yeah,
fun.
we're speaking here.
If it's the person with ADHD, they haven't made it to the end of this podcast. It's been 59 minutes.
Yeah, I should have put that at the very front just for them.
That's it. That's it. Not for the podcast. We'll be back next week. We do it all the time.
Who are you going to have?
Ghostbusters.
the whole cast from
All
the
of them.
remake.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't
Billy
listen then.
Murray. Thank you very much, Ben.
Billy Murray.
Yeah, Billy Murray from the
Oh,
movie.
good. Billy Murray.
Thank you very much, Ben, for coming back
thank
on.
you guys
Can't
very
wait
much.
until we do this again sometime. I've had a
Me
really
neither,
wonderful time.
guys.
And I can't wait to go to a cafe tomorrow and have a coffee. Not
Oh.
invited. So,
Okay. It's fine, I'm working.
really, really fun time
Really
this week. We'll be
fun.
back next Monday with another amazing episode. Brisbane,
Yes.
next month, February 22nd, I believe, is the date of the show.
Adelaide?
We'll be back at Good Chat Comedy Club. But actually, I just wanted to mention this really quickly.
Go on, then.
What do you think about this as an idea?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying something next show to pitch you a creative idea. We're trying a golden ticket option for the Shad Pete Save the World live comedy show in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Because what happened after the show that you were just on is a
Yeah.
lot of our regulars came and said, "Oh, we had so many great problems, and the one that we really wanted didn't get read out."
Oh.
So what we've done for double the price
Yeah.
of the ticket, put your money where your
Premium.
mouth is.
You
Can pay
guarantee.
to guarantee your problem to be read out, smack
Right.
bang in the middle of the show between guests,
Go
Gotcha.
find gold.
and we
Post-it notes.
will give it to you. We will spend time on it. There will be no.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
really. So if you really, really, really believe that you have something that you need us to solve and you live in
Or a
Brisbane,
slur you want Pete to say.
I'll read it out. I don't care.
Geez, a lot of pressure.
You paid for it. It is a lot of pressure. I mean, really consider what it is you're putting in the bucket. Because if you go, "Oh, it's a bit hot in Brisbane" or something,
We're
Yeah.
gonna fucking come
And then
down
you
on
say,
your
"Is it okay to
side."
have salmon after you've just had, after you have a stitch?" Then it's like,
so that's an option. That's an option out there for you if you want to come and see
golden
us.
ticket.
Ben, where can people find you? Where are you going to be taking your show this
At
year?
BNHNTR on Instagram. Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane Comedy Festival tickets will all be on stage. Will all be
They're
on
all
sale.
going to be on
stage.
stage.
They're all
The
the
only way
tickets
to
are
get
on
them is to
stage,
come to
and
the
you come on
show.
up. Yeah, it's a reverse Shad Pete Save the World model. You take the ticket from the stage, and then you go sit back down.
But yes, go and see Little Benny Hunter if you live in Brisbane. He's all around the place. And go and see him when he's travelling because he's good. I like him. I think he's great. I think you're fucking fantastic. And I'd literally kiss you. So thank you so much for coming on
Thanks,
the podcast.
guys.
I've got to plug my own show as well, separate to the podcast.
Oh!
How I Almost Killed a Guy is going to be on in Brisbane, Feb 8, and then obviously there'll be festival stuff as well. But Feb 8, more importantly for our Brisbane people, I need to remember this show after not doing it for a bit, so please come along.
Yeah, go and see the thing. And I'll be doing solo shows around the place. Follow me, Peter Jones Comedy. I'll be posting about the tour. We'll see you next week, Monday. Kisses, hugs.